Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. Right in my hands is Count Dante, the unauthorized but sort of true story of the deadliest man who ever lived, issue number 2. Stories by J.C. Barber, art, ink, and letterings by Wes Watson, and colors by Paula Goulart. So the story is about Count Dante. So this is actually based off a true story, but the thing is the story is so much full of shit, no one really knows what's true and what's false. It's a fascinating thing if you go pick it up and like do the history of it. And so far, the comic seems to be doing a really good job of teaching that history and going through it, but also making it feel like a pulp adventure. Like it really has this really solid vibe of like old school comics. So the story is about this guy named John Timothy Kean, who's a Vietnam vet, comes from wealth, returns to his home from Chicago, and decides to open up martial arts studios. He may or may not have been like picked up martial arts in Vietnam. Like there was things about him being like part of this, elite force, and may or may not have liberated the camp that like John McCain was in. So he brings in one of his buddies, Sidney Brown, who's the one telling the story, to help him run these shops when they're, or the initial martial arts studio. He wants to open up 3 of them. And when they're not doing the martial arts studio, they're doing hair. Doing the hair is like paying the bills. It also allows him to meet women and sleep with a lot of women. Eventually, John Timothy Kean changes his name to Count Juan Raphael Dante. So this is the story why he changed his name to Count Raphael. The story is that he was Spanish aristocracy or something like that, and Spanish wealth hiding out in the United States. Complete lie, made up, but the bigger the lie, the more likely people are gonna like fall for it. So this is them kind of picking up and doing their building their martial arts business. By doing that, Count Dante decides to do like bigger and bigger events for promotion. The first one talked about is like him beating up a bull. Now he claims that he did this in Vietnam, and it just so happens, just as he's about to go in and go for the kill and take out the bull, someone from animal control shows up to stop it. So the question is, did he call them to stop this? Most likely is yes. We learn that there's other feats that he does, like catching a bullet. I forgot what some of the other ones are. All like tricks. So this guy is clearly being set up as these bullshit artists. But it starts driving up business. But driving up business means he starts taking away business from the competition, who just so happens to be the actual like Yakuza and mob, which is hurting their heroin business apparently. So it sets up the eventual war that I've read about between these like rival dojos. Also part of it is Count Dante has opened up, wants to do a martial arts tournament. On top of he keeps on challenging Muhammad Ali. But he does a martial arts tournament, and that's why he changes his name to Count Dante, because who the hell wants to to go to a martial arts contest being run by an Irish guy from Chicago? So that's kind of all the background. It's insane. It's really, really good. And from what I can tell, this is doing a really good job of adapting the story and really bringing this true story to life. And when I say true story, is like, this is what's been recounted. We just don't know what is fact and what's fiction. So yeah, it's a fascinating read. This has been out for a couple weeks, and I've been kind of hoping that was going to be one of these boxes because I really want to read this series. As I said, this is a really good job of like capturing the old school comics. The vibe of it very like I think has the good like blaxploitation 70s type vibe to it. What's also great, not just the look, is throughout the comic there are fake ads, which just adds to like the retro vibe of it all. It's really good. I mean, if you're if you're into martial arts, like this is a really this bit of history being recounted in comic form. So really recommend it due to that. Just on top of it, it's good storytelling, solid art. This is I think one that's really flying under the radar. To give folks a little bit more of kind of a hint, is Count Dante said that he knew the Dimmock, the death touch. This has been a point of contention. Just does the death touch even exist in martial arts? Buddies over at Bloody Elbow just did an article about this where they talk about Count Dante and go off and said, oh, we can do articles about Count, like go on and on and on just about him. But they do a whole breakdown about whether or not the death, Dim-Mak, the death touch is bullshit or not. So I highly recommend to go check that out if you want. But overall, really cool comic. I think a great use of the comic medium. Just cool history. Like this is for me like a lot of the stuff I like. So I'm very, very psyched about this, and I can't wait to read the whole series. I want the full story because it actually goes crazier from here. This is out, as I said, been in shops for a bit. You can go get it. We've got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code to tell if a comic shop is near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some links where you can purchase your own, most likely. They may be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage. By doing that, you'll support our site, so thank you. And just watch our videos support us, so thank you for that. If you are into comics, you can check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, Threads. I think that's everything, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.